At this point, let's bring in Senator Ted Cruz, Republican from the great state of Texas. Mr. Senator, Florida Senator Rick Scott suggests President Biden be removed from office. Just removed from office because of this debacle. You're calling it an embarrassing spectacle. What do you think about removing the president from office?
Well, I think what's unfolding in Afghanistan is an absolute disaster, and it is catastrophic, and I think there need to be serious public congressional inquiries into what went wrong. And there are really only two options. Number one, the intelligence and war planning of the Biden administration was catastrophically wrong. They did not anticipate what would happen. Or number two, the intelligence and planning accurately predicted what would happen, and the political leadership of the Biden-Harris administration disregarded that intelligence and that planning. Either way, what we have seen is a disaster. What we have seen is an incredibly poorly executed exit from the theater, and it is endangering the lives. Thousands of Americans remain in Afghanistan. It appears the administration had no reasonable plan to safely allow those Americans to leave. Thousands of Afghans aided and assisted our military presence for decades, and it appears that the administration had little to no plan to help those Afghans exit the country as well. And this is a military failure, a failure in planning, a failure in execution that falls squarely on the president. And sadly, at least so far, it seems the president is trying to blame everyone except himself and his own administration.
Will we be trusted in the future? Is our word good? Will we be relied on by our allies?
You know, I think that's a very real problem, particularly with those Afghans who assisted us as translators, who assisted us while we were engaged in the war fighting there, that thousands of them, it appears the Biden administration is leaving them potentially to be slaughtered by the Taliban, and that makes it very difficult the next time we're engaged abroad for someone to trust that if they help us, that their lives will not be endangered severely as a consequence of that. You know, my view on this is it is the right thing to do to be leaving Afghanistan. I don't believe in endless wars. But the way the Biden administration executed this was an absolute disaster. Just days ago, the Biden administration handed over the Bagram airfield. The Bagram airfield was a secure airfield. We'd invested over $1 billion in building it. Stuart, it makes no sense to hand Bagram over to the Taliban, and now the Taliban control Bagram, when we still have to evacuate thousands of Americans and thousands of Afghans who assisted us. But the Biden administration simply put a ribbon on it, handed it to the Taliban, and we're now in the Kabul airport in the middle of a crowded city surrounded by the Taliban with both Americans and Afghans who assisted us at grave danger because the Biden administration appears unable to create a secure perimeter around that airport, and they gave away the secure airport that just a month ago we had until they failed to plan and anticipate that the people in theater needed to be removed and removed safely in a careful and orderly process.
And what happens now in Kabul and the rest of Afghanistan is on him. It's on the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Mr. Senator, thank you very much for being with us this morning. We'll see you again soon. Thank you.